Good morning, sign feelers. It is Monday, the 23rd of January 2017. It's a new working week, and it might even be a pay week if you're lucky enough this week. So, it's going to be a good week, hopefully, this week. My voice, though, is a bit croaky this morning because I'm really feeling the winter blues. So, hopefully, I will have a better week. I have the first guest star of Seinfeld 2017. It's Hobbs. Hey, how was episode 4 of season 1, the male Unbonding? Did you enjoy it? Do you have much of an opinion on it? Well, Hobbs isn't that much of a critic, but he certainly enjoyed watching the episode. He sat there the whole time staring intently at the TV screen, and I think I did as well. It was kind of a good episode. I still feel that season 1 is still finding its feet, but certainly the topics that were covered in this show are something I can relate to quite a lot. So I'm going to spend a bit more time than maybe the last couple of episodes talking this time. First things first, two things I want to mention. Well, actually, three things. First is that this is the only episode, as far as I know, without "the" in it, and that's maybe not that important to you, but I think it kind of covers one of the topics here about male unbonding, not the male unbonding. That in this episode, there's to break off with Jerry's friend, Jerry also has to put his friendship with George in jeopardy. And I think as a man in his mid-30s, I find myself in this situation quite a lot. Obviously, people who are watching this who are my friends, you're still my friends, don't worry. But certainly as times get older, as people have children, as people's political views come to the fore, it often becomes more and more difficult to maintain those friendships, I find, as I get older. And you do want to have moments like Jerry has here where you want to break it off with a friend, not only because your spare time needs to be maximized, but also because you've just moved on. Your friendships aren't quite what they used to be. So this episode, to me, it kind of hit me on a personal level, dare I say, because I've been there before. Some of my friends that I know from my childhood, who I catch up with, I've been in London for 10 years, and I go back to Sydney, some of my friends in Sydney, I've really just lost any kind of commonality with. But we don't have that kind of hard breakup like Jerry did in this episode. I think that's a bit harsh. But in the age of social media, I think it's quite easy to ignore certain people in your life, and just maintain friendships with a core few. That's a very deep thing to think about on a Monday morning, but yeah, I was like, okay, I kind of get this. I get what's going on in this episode. So that was interesting. So I like that. The second one is actually something I've believed for a long time, is that Kramer is the first hipster of sitcom television. This, I believe, was shot after the pilot, so people like Elaine haven't been, this was Elaine's first appearance, that's why she's going to covering the background of being an ex-girlfriend. Monk Steiner's there for the first time, but sort of landed Kramer's personality there in the episode, where in the previous ones we've watched so far, he was just a kind of ditz. This time he's kind of coming up with his crazy harebrained ideas. Now, the pizza shop that he talks about, I believe, actually comes to fruition later on, or he talks more about it. Certainly Kramerica Industries comes back in later series, but the idea of a make-it-yourself pizza place, frankly, wouldn't be too much out of place in 2017 in the era of pop-up shops and weird kind of startups. I know there's a lot of people watching this from Sydney and Melbourne, I'm from Sydney, and I remember seeing an article about deconstructed coffee, where you order the coffee and you order the water and you mix them together, which sounds insane, but it's popular, and that's kind of what Kramer's idea was. So would a make-it-yourself pizza pie place work in Shoreditch or Dalston or Clapton or Williamsburg in 2017? Well, I think it might. So maybe he's onto something in the year 1990. Well, you can see Hobbs is finally fed up with my talking. Didn't like my commentary. I think he's much more fascinated about what's going on outside. So I'm going to give this episode I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 muffin tops, actually. Just kind of ticking from the 3.5 to 4. There were moments in here I think I connected with at a personal level. Still that kind of awkwardness of Series 1, but because of quite good acting going on in this episode, I found, which was great to see. So before I sign off, tomorrow we're watching the stock tip, but then things get a little bit weird. I've kind of discovered recently that the Amazon order I've been watching is not the same as Hulu and the DVD and a few others. I have no idea why that is. So I'm going to go and revisit the order for the episodes and post what I'm watching and when, so everyone can follow along, as I realize I might be commentating on one episode that you might not have watched, and it'd be kind of weird. So tomorrow's a stock tip still, and it's the last season of episode 1, or last episode of season 1. First day of the new week, so make sure you get through this week okay, chill out, and have some Seinfelds. I'll see you soon. Bye.